Hey, before you think just another soundbar setup, let me tell you what happened the very first night I powered on the Nakamichi Shockwafe Ultra. I hit play on a movie I know inside and out. And halfway through the first scene I realized I wasn't just listening anymore, I was inside the audio. That's when it hit me, this wasn't sound that just happened in front of me. It was sound that lived around me. This is for the person who can feel when something's missing. You know the moment dialogue floats unanchored, explosions happen but don't land, music feels one-dimensional, and ambience just kind of exists instead of moving. You've lived with sound that's fine enough, until you get a taste of what real immersive audio feels like. Before anything else, take a moment to check current price and stock. Systems this capable don't sit quiet for long, and hesitation quietly turns into regret later. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old setup made action scenes feel polite, when every whisper seemed disconnected, and when the low end was more suggestion than impact. I remember leaning forward during a dramatic moment, not because I was captivated, but because the experience simply wasn't there. That tension builds until you start craving something worthy of the picture on your screen. Once the Shockwafe Ultra came alive, everything changed. The 9.2.4 channels didn't just create sound, they sculpted it. Dual wireless subwoofers didn't just add bass, they anchored it, giving weight and authority without drowning the rest. The 4 rear surround speakers didn't just play effects, they placed them behind you, above you, and all around you. eARC and sound space expansion made sure nothing felt flat or stuck to a plane. Dolby Atmos and DTS didn't feel like features, they felt like dimensions. Once you experience real three-dimensional sound that actually wraps around you, anything weaker starts to feel like listening through a fence instead of within the moment. I use this system the way real life happens, movie marathons where every whisper gained nuance and every explosion hit the chest, gaming sessions where footsteps and ambience weren't just sounds but directional clues, music sessions where tracks had body and texture instead of flat energy, and everyday shows where dialogue stayed clear without chasing the remote. This isn't about chasing spec sheets, it's about how sound feels in your space, and how quickly it becomes part of the scene instead of background noise. So here's the nudge you actually need: don't wait for prices to dip or stock to linger. Gear this robust gets traction fast, and hesitation quietly turns into regret, the kind that nags every time your current setup feels small in comparison. You might wonder if a soundbar system can really deliver true surround depth. That doubt disappears the moment sound isn't just in front of you but around and above you. This doesn't just fill space, it owns it. Here's the surprise most people don't expect: once audio behaves in your room instead of blasting aimlessly, even quiet moments feel textured instead of thin, and loud moments feel impactful without being chaotic. Owning something at this level changes how your space feels. Every whisper feels anchored, not floating. Explosions feel powerful, not flat. Ambience feels dimensional, not stuck up front. Daily listening feels immersive, not average. If I'm honest, premium surround presence asks for thoughtful placement. And real Atmos depth always benefits from a system that works with your room. But at some point, you stop comparing specs and just choose the sound you already wanted, because every time you consider something weaker, you come back to this feeling of yes, that's real sound. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and later think about every time your old setup feels limited. If you're ready for audio that finally lives around you instead of just in front of you, check the Nakamichi Shockwafe Ultra now and step into the kind of surround sound your entertainment deserves.